Okay, we're here with Richie. How do you feel this morning?
Pretty excited.
Yeah?
It's been a long winter and especially a long 2 weeks, so
Sure.
I'm ready.
Yeah, tell us about your training.
I mean, pretty much all winter we haven't had snow. We had a couple little stretches of 4 or 5 days where we'd get snow and then it'd immediately rain, and so I've just been pretty much training on bare tundra for the most part in Antioch. But I'm still happy with the training I got. It was pretty consistent, and I was able to get some good miles after the Cusco, which was important, and I think we're ready.
For sure. We're hearing the trail's a little snowy on the way out. How do you feel about it?
I personally don't mind it. I mean, if it slows them down a little, then I'm totally fine with that.
Yeah.
So,
The start and the restart in Fairbanks is a little logistical challenge.
Yeah.
What do you think about this?
it actually went smoother than I expected. I mean, the snow that fell the night before we drove up, that made it interesting in itself, but everything went smooth. I'm happy we're here. I'm happy we didn't have any, major issues. So I'm not against it. I'm just happy we're not going through the gorge and, with no snow.
So talk to us about the difference between how do you think the race will play out with, you don't have the Alaska range, so you're on the river till Caltech, more or less, except for the little bit to Kuslia. Talk about that kind of a different race with no mountain.
I think there are definitely going to be teams that are going to be, moving a little faster, and I know my team, going through the last range the last couple of years, it seems like they definitely don't get into a rhythm until after the Alaska range, and I don't know if that's because of the hills or what, but it definitely throws them off their game just because, I mean, I think we travel in, flat country out in Southwest Alaska, so.
So you think that you're looking forward to that? Is that something that that on a longer period, do you think your team will do better that way?
I hope so. I mean, I think they'll be able to get into a rhythm earlier, and I think, I'm hoping that, I think I've dinged up a couple dogs in the last couple Iditarods just going through the Alaska range. So I think this will be a little easier on.
Pleasant break.
Yeah. And traveling on the river will be a little more sitting on my cooler, which I like.
Yeah. Sure. Talk about your sport crew. Who you got up with here?
I got quite a few people. I got my dad, Dave Diehl, my girlfriend Emery, my number one handler, my uncle here in town, or here in the city. I got my sister Dana, her husband. I got Ashley and Debbie Fairbanks, and then the number one poop scooper, Sean Glasheen. So.
Awesome. You want to thank any sponsors while we have it?
I'd really like to thank all my sponsors, but Kuskokwim Corporation in particular, and everybody out in Antioch, helped me get here, and along the Kuskokwim, I really appreciate it, and so thanks for everything. We should have a pretty fun run.
Okay, have fun, Richie. That's what it's all about, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.